Right, good morning. It's Saturday. Little bit to tell you. You might have guessed the car passed its MOT. Couple of advisories, nothing major. Shortly after leaving the MOT place, I was bombing down the dual carriageway and it broke down. Nothing major. The intercooler hose popped off again. So we sorted that out yesterday. We put a bracket on it to hold it in place, hopefully a little bit firmer. So anyway, I've decided not to come out too far today, so I'm visiting a couple of redundant churches that are near me, and I've come back to one of my favourite ones actually. It's I think it's St Andrew's one. I have done a video on this place, and because it's a nice day, the sun shines straight through one of those stained glass windows and looks absolutely stunning from the inside. So I'm just come to sort of revisit it, have another look around, you know, give the car a test run. I still get out and about, and so far so good. So I am a bit early, so not too sure whether I can get in yet, but let's go give it a go. You know, I really didn't think I was going to get in this one today. The first door that I tried, where the main entrance is, the door was locked, but there's a door at the back, a bigger door, which is unlocked. But the lobby area one, no, you can't get in there. So I thought I was out of luck. But yeah, there is a bigger door at the back. I love it here. In some of the videos I've mentioned to you, on a dark and dismal day when it's raining and pretty miserable, there's something nice about being in the church grounds, isn't there? It's you know, quite atmospheric. But I think this one thrives in the sunshine on a blue morning, because the way the sun comes in through those stained glass windows and illuminates this place, it is fantastic. I mean, I haven't been in here. I haven't been to this one in the rain, not yet. I mean, I will come back. I know I shouldn't say it about favourites, because you know how much I go on about this one being good and that one being good, but this one has to be really, really high up the list. This one does, for several different reasons. And it is because of the way the sunshine comes in the windows. It is because of where it's situated out in the sticks. And plus the building itself. It ticks all the boxes. It's old, it's got the feel of a good church. It looks like it's still used for some form of activities, because they've got like portable gas heaters here. So I'm assuming that they probably do something here. Even though it is under the care of the Conservation Trust, it looks like activities are still carried out here, which is good. So it's not just sitting completely dormant and unused. And I think I've just seen a relatively new grave out there as well. So obviously it's still consecrated, so they can still hold a funeral here, which is ideal for local residents, I think, because if you're from Buckland, where I am, I think you'd probably want to be buried on this site, because it is spectacular. you know what? I'm so glad that these buildings get to survive one way or another. You know, if these charities didn't step in, I think there's a high chance that we could lose these. You know, I don't know whether they can be demolished if they've got like various protection orders over them. I don't know, but when you lose vicars and priests and things, and for no one to you know, run these churches, then they just run the risk of being left alone to rot away, don't they? But I'm so glad that we're lucky enough to have Friends of Friendless Churches and the Conservation Trust and whoever else steps in to, you know, to look after these buildings, because it'd be such a tragedy to lose these completely. I mean, I guess a lot of people just sit at home and don't really give it a second thought, but I never used to until I come out and started doing the walking. But now I've you know, found quite an enjoyment and being here. You know, I appreciate them. So yeah, anyway, I'm grateful for everyone that looks after them. Let's hope it continues to happen for many years to come, and any other sites that are about to close, I hope they get taken on by someone that's going to maintain them for future generations to enjoy. Well, there you are. I've had a walk around the local area again. I mean, it is such a nice day. It would have been silly not to, really. This countryside, as far as the eye can see, you know, it is stunning, this area. It really is. And I thought, as I'm walking back to the car, I'm going to pop back into the church one more time. Why not? You know, it is nice. It's just, it's nice to have a bit of peace and quiet and just take it in. It's so picturesque, it's so quiet, so relaxing, so nice. It's just a really good place to be, you know. I think you end up having such a hectic life, or a lot of us do, at work, and you know, our private lives. We're all stressed out, or I am. So coming to a place like this for me, just I don't know, just takes that pressure off, just for a little while. Just you can take a deep breath and just enjoy the silence. I mean, just listen in here. The only thing that I can hear is some birds out there. It's just awesome. It really is. Judging by the way I'm losing subscribers, I think they're getting a bit fed up with me being a bit repetitive. But do you know what? I don't want to turn my channel into something that I don't want it to be. You know, I'm not out there to please everybody like some YouTubers are deliberately doing this, that and the other to get the views and get the, you know, and get the subscribers. I'm doing this more for me. I'm not expecting to to win anybody over. I know I've got a few followers. I know there's a few of you out there that message me on Instagram about places that I visit. How do I find them? People talking to me about weight loss. People talk to me about mental health. So it's good to have this little bit of community that do reach out to me just for me being me. I'm not being someone I'm not. This is me. I'm not pretending. This is all raw footage. The editing that I do, I know it's not brilliant, but I don't care. You know, I'm not working really hard on a YouTube channel to try and earn like loads of money or get thousands and thousands of subscribers. That's not what I want. This is just me being me, giving me an opportunity to talk, an outlet, you know. And if anybody stumbles across my videos and enjoys what I do, then they reach out to me and I'll have a chat with them. And that's why I'm doing what I do, you know. I don't know why I felt the need just to say that, having that bit of a rant. I don't know. I know I'm a bit of a strange fella, and wouldn't be the first time I've heard that, and it certainly won't be the last. Anyway, I'm going to have one last walk around here before going back to the car, and I'm unsure whether I'm going to head back to Stevenage or view another church. I've got another one in my book, and I can't remember whether I've been to it or not. I don't know. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do yet. I do know that I've got to find a shop and get myself some supplies because I've only had one coffee this morning and I need another one. Right, I'm about 5 miles down the road from Buckland now, in a place called Hormead. Now, I really can't remember whether I've been to this church before. This is St Mary's in Little Hormead, I think it is. It doesn't, I mean, the name rings a bell, but the church itself, I'm looking at it right now, I can't remember viewing it, but it looks awesome. It really does. You know, I'm quite eager to get to this one, but yeah, but I don't remember it. I say it sounds familiar, but I don't know. Let's go have a look and see if it triggers any memories for me. Well, there you are. I don't think I have been here before. No, not at all. But on the door there, I don't know if you just read the sign there, or if you could, it is closed. Without you got to give someone prior notice to gain access, which is a pain in the arse. I'm not sure whether they're doing any work on it or whether that's just the ruling of this place. They can't leave it open for whatever reason, but there's a phone number there for me to contact to arrange getting in. So that's something I'm going to have to do. Like I say, I have got a little book with all my locations on it, and then I've got a page which is dedicated to return locations. So I'm going to add this one to it along with a contact number, and just make a note of, giving someone a ring first before coming back here. So at least that way I'll be able to get in. Truth be told, I am pretty gutted that I can't get in because it's such a cute little place. I bet it looks fantastic on the inside. It's awesome. It really is. It's cool. Yeah, but it just weren't meant to be today, unfortunately. Such a shame. Such a shame. But again, if it is, undergoing works, then they've got to do what they've got to do, haven't they, to keep it, keep it alive for other people to view. But I absolutely 100% will be back to this one. I mean, it's not too far away from Stevenage, so hopefully I can arrange for it to be open sort of 4 o'clock one summer evening, and I can just pop up after work and have a mooch around at my own leisure. Yeah, I'm going to make a note of that. Anyway, what's next? I really don't know. I think I'm going to go and find a shop. I think I'm going to go and get some supplies because I am absolutely parched. I failed again and not brought anything out with me to drink because I didn't think I'll be out for long. But I kind of wish I had. I think I'm going to have to make a point of just leaving stuff in the car for me to have refreshments. So, but never mind, it is really, really nice to be back out and about again, doing what I do best. Being out in the sticks, in the quiet, looking at churches, you know, away from everybody else and away from the traffic and people. And no, this is what weekends are all about for me. This is perfect. I decided just to wing it. I decided to leave Hormead, hit the road, just follow the country lanes, and I've ended up in a place called Little Haddam. And I see a signpost. No, I didn't. That's a lie. I see the tower of the church. So I decided to head for the church, and I'm lucky. I'm glad I did. I got in. The place is amazing. It's really quiet. There's parking right outside, and it is such a beautiful one again. I say the same things over and over and over again, don't I? Oh, but I don't know. I feel lucky today. I feel quite blessed that I managed to find this one after the, me being bothered about not getting into St Mary's in Hormead. I think this is made up for it. This is still an active church, so this is still, part of the community, and it's well maintained and looked after. There's a bit of a collection going on for the roof repairs, but other than that, it is still very much active, and it is really quaint, really cute out here. I think whoever comes up with these original designs of these churches from hundreds of years ago, they've done it right, haven't they? They've made it inviting for people. You don't just come here just to do your religious thing, you read into the Bible, but I think you come here just to clear your mind, as I do. I have stumbled across people in churches that just sit, and they're not religious, they just want a bit of peace and quiet. They've told me themselves that's what they do, especially people like myself that spend a lot of time on their own. These are good places just to come and think. That's all I can say, really. You do admire the building, you do. You can't help but admire the architecture of churches, but it's more than that. You know, it is just coming in a building like this, just to sit down, get away from it all. You know, somewhere a little bit more neutral than sitting in your front room or in your bed or, you know, wherever you end up a lot of the time. So coming to a church is just a peaceful thing to do, to come and clear your mind. You know, I might be wrong. You know, there's probably people watching that think, Gary, you really are an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. Maybe I don't, but I'm only going by what I feel when I visit these places and what I've heard from other people, you know, like-minded people like myself that visit these sort of locations, you know. It could be strange, it could be morbid to some people, but for me, no, it's relaxing. It helps me, you know, 100% it helps me, you know, and I really hope that, you know, I never give it up. I'm going to keep doing it while I'm able, absolutely, 100%. And I'm just stood here looking at the back of the pews, and you can see graffiti that's been etched into the wood, and there's one there that I can see that's been, it says 1937. Yeah, and there's quite a bit. Maybe that was school students coming down here in the past and being made to witness a service or something, and they just sat at the back etching things into the wood. But it is quite interesting to see. I'll spin the camera around in a minute so you can have a look, but I'm not sure whether you're going to be able to make it out. But there's one word, clear as day, and it says sluggy. Fantastic. Yeah, there's loads of it. Yeah, let me spin you around so you can have a look. You know, it actually feels like a perfect day today, you know, somewhere in between, well, a perfect spring day, I guess. I can, the skies are clear, I can feel the warmth off the sun, there's no real wind, you know. It is absolutely stunning today, it really is. I'm so happy that I managed to get out. I still haven't managed to find a shop to get any supplies from, and I am really, really parched at the minute, but it would have been silly not to stop just here. I'm just having a look at the field in front of the church. It goes down to, I don't know whether there's a river down there, but I can see like a little wooden bridge. So I'm going to go and have a quick look at that before jumping back in the car and hopefully finding somewhere to go and get some supplies from. But yeah, I'm so glad that the weather's held out for me today. It makes it feel a lot better. I think the weather has a lot of impact on you know, on the way that you feel and mental health. On a nice day, it is don't know, you just feel better about yourself, don't you, instead of the grey horrible days. I know in the climax of summer you think to yourself, I've had enough of the heat, I want a nice frosty clear morning. That's fine, but we're lucky enough in this country that the seasons change relatively quickly, so you know, we do get wet weather, you know, nice clear days like today, we do get some real hot sunshine. So I mean, we are quite lucky, really. Could be a lot worse, couldn't it, eh? Well, I've just had a look at the directions for the nearest shop, and according to Google, the nearest shop for me from here is a 9-minute drive away. So There's nothing in this local Haddam area. I think there's a clothes shop or something that I've just read, but Google's telling me the nearest one is some store which is a 9-minute drive away. I know you can't always go by what Google says on several different things as it goes, but I don't want to be walking around this entire area for too long, hunting down somewhere to go to get some supplies, because could be walking for hours. So I'm gonna trust Google today and follow it up to this shop. And I'll tell you what, I was just saying a couple of minutes ago as I was walking down here that it weren't windy. Can you hear the wind now? It's certainly coming in across these fields. Anyway, let's get to the shop, get some supplies. Okay, so I got distracted. I didn't follow my nose to the shop. Didn't do anything. Just thought, fuck it, I'm gonna wing it and hopefully get somewhere. And obviously, because there was some road closures, I got diverted, and I'm in a place called Great Mundon now, and found St Nicholas Church. So I had to stop. I had to. So no, I still haven't had a drink. But definitely after this one, I'm not going to stop. No more distractions. So I'm going to have a quick walk around this one, see if I can get in. It's not looking promising though, but I'm going to have a look around and then definitely go get myself some supplies. Well, there's your answer. It's got a couple of great big iron gates on the front, and they're locked up tight, so don't stand a chance of getting in there. I've had to walk around the perimeter, seeing if there's any other doors open, but no such luck. I wonder why. There looks like there's been a few security measures here. There's security lights and everything here, and it's right out in the sticks, so you wouldn't think this church would get touched, but obviously I'm wrong. Never mind, it was worth the walk round nevertheless, really. Now, I did say a few videos back I didn't know whether I was going to stop doing the churches because I didn't know whether people were finding them boring, but after my rant earlier about doing what I want to do, I think I'm just going to stick with it. This is what I enjoy. I enjoy being out in the sticks. I enjoy finding churches like this. So no, I am going to keep doing it. If I see a church, I'm going to stop and I'm going to have a look, and I'm going to keep doing the research on it as well. I'm going to find out where the redundant ones are, where the ruins are, ones that have got a good bit of history behind them, and I'm going to go and have a look at them. So join me on the adventure or don't, but this is definitely the way forward for me. Not every video is going to have a church in it. I will be looking at other things, you know, like English heritage sites and National Trust sites and Cadw sites in Wales, and there'll be some weight loss videos and some hiking videos and hopefully some camping videos as well. There's going to be a mixed bag. It's just going to be you know, like a video diary of what I get up to, really. It's going to be a mixture of stuff. So it'd be nice if you could all stay with me, but I understand if it doesn't meet your requirements or you get bored, then go find something more interesting to watch. Right, okay, yeah, I got distracted yet again. St Lawrence's Church in Ardleigh. in the middle of nowhere as well. I was just cruising my way through the country lanes and found this one, and there was somewhere to stop right opposite, so I thought I'd dive in, but this one's all locked up as well. There is looks like there's two main entrances, but both of them are locked up, unfortunately. Again, it's a shame, blah de blah de blah, you know, same old stuff. But it would have been nice to get in there today. Never mind, I am edging myself closer and closer towards Stevenage now, so I know I'm going to have some shops coming up imminently, and I think I might dive into the nearest petrol station and get myself a Costa and something to eat, because I'm beginning to feel the effects of not having enough to drink now. We're halfway through the day and I've only had one drink, so not really good, not good for you. Never mind, when I go and do my next shop, I think I shall get a few supplies that I can leave in the boot permanently. At least I've got something with me always then. Anyway, yeah, it's such a nice day. The warmth coming off that sun today is absolutely amazing. It is a glorious spring day. It really is. It's fucking perfect. Absolutely loving this today. Well, I'm fed and I'm watered now, and I didn't want to give up and just give up today's journey, so I've come out to it's not Cotterwood. I've completely forgotten the name of where I am. Oh, I've been here before in one of my other videos. What I might have done, I parked at a pub called the Rusty Gun, sorry, and I'm heading up towards Minston Chapel. Last time I'd done this walk, I parked God knows how far away and had to trample through loads and loads of farmers' fields to get where I'm going, but now I've found an alternative route, plus the path is nice and dry and I ain't too far away from it, and it's a glorious day, so I'm going to go and have another look and get some pictures of it. This is definitely the sort of day for doing this sort of exploring. I mean, look at the views behind me. Absolutely outstanding. And the weather's holding up quite nicely. I must admit, I'm tempted to go into the pub when I get back to go and get a Guinness or something. We'll see. I know it's a very popular pub and does get quite busy. There's quite a few cars in the car park already, but it is quite a sizable pub, so maybe I'll treat myself today. Anyway, we're just about there now and it looks spectacular. Now, the last time I was here, there was a little fence here, but there was a little walkway that you could get in and sit on the wall and just take in the view. But now there's a fresh barbed wire fence all round with a big double gate with barbed wire on top of that and a padlock. you don't stand a chance of getting in here now unless you've sort of dug under the gate. But I get it, if they want to protect it, that's fine, you know. But it is unfortunate that you can't get any closer, but it is good to come and have a visit and just stand here and admire it from the other side of the fence. You don't have to be on top of it, I guess, but it was nice last time. Now, I know there's sorry about the wind, there's quite a bit of history behind this one as well. I think I might have mentioned it before about what happened and the story behind it. I'll leave a link below for this one so you can read that for yourself. But yeah, it's definitely worth a visit. I know over the years, recent years, apparently it was all overgrown and you couldn't actually find it. It was a nightmare to get to, but now there's a lovely walkway coming from down by the pub and right up into the village down on the left hand side there. I can't remember the name of the village, but it makes a wonderful walk with extraordinary views, you know. It's really good. It'd be really good for a dog walk as well, you know. It's, like I say, there's this open space everywhere. It's absolutely awesome. And you've got the free parking at the pub, which is a bonus, and you can always go back there and get yourself a pint or have a meal afterwards, you know. Go for a walk and go and refresh down there. My only one gripe about doing this today is the fact that I'm here alone. This would have been an awesome walk for me and my wife, I think. You know, I think she would have enjoyed this, and then we could have had a meal together down there. That would have been quite nice. But there you are. Anyway, if you're in the Hitchin area, come and have a look at this. It'll be well worth it, trust me, especially on a day like today. Now the final leg of today's journey's brought me back to Datchereth again. I thought I'd admire the countryside quickly, have another look at the church, see whether I can get inside before I call it a day. Let's see, let's go and see if that door's open today. It's nice to get in there for a change. I have been in there before, but it's been closed every other time I've come for a visit. I know it had some work done on the organ there, so they had the pipes removed and we're lying over the floor. And yeah, I haven't managed to be successful in getting in until today, and it's nice to be back in there. And I noticed that there was a visitor's book as well, but it's a little bit different from the other ones that I've signed. This one was closed with nothing written on it, and there was no markings of what it was, so I went through it and see people's signatures, so I signed it as well. Yeah, God, it's really windy now. That church is meant to be a haunted church. I think we've discussed that before. I mean, I've always felt at ease there. I know Corinne has been there to do a bit of a hunt from Argos Reel, that channel that she runs. I think that's fabulous. But I don't think she's had much joy. I think she heard some wind noises and bits and pieces, but other than that, I don't think she encountered anything supernatural. Although there is a few rumours about Datchworth, about hauntings and things. If you believe in that, who knows? I don't know. Anyway, it's a wonderful place to visit, not just for the church, but like I said last week, it's just the surroundings of this place. There's a couple of nice pubs, and there's a park. There's loads of open space to walk around. You know, everyone's nice enough around here. I think it's a fantastic little place. And I've just come back out here really just because it was on the way back to Stevenage, you know, and I wasn't quite ready to call it a day. I really want to make the most of this good weather. So as you can see, I've left the church now, and if memory serves, if I walk through this field and through another field, I will come out on a high street, and I think there's a little shop down there, so I'm going to go and see whether I can grab a drink from there. I might even treat myself to a Guinness if they've got one. I didn't stop at that pub. It was a couple of reasons actually. Let me tell you why. It was too busy at the Rusty Gun with families taking their kids out for dinner and such like, and because I didn't want to go there on my own. I know it sounds bizarre, but that place had fond memories for me, you know. I've been there several times. I've been there a couple of times with my wife, and then a few times with a previous partner. You know, I spent well, a good few times, and some pals we've been in there. But yeah, it just felt wrong going in there today on my own. So maybe in the future, you know, I'll get a group of old friends together and we'll go and have a drink and reminisce about old times, you know, because that's what you do when you start to get old. Don't realise it at the time, do you? But when you get old, you start to think, oh, I remember them days, you know, when we used to sit there and have a few drinks and laugh, and you know, but time passes by, people move on, people get married, people die, you know. Anyway, that sounds a bit morbid. I don't want to go there today. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to carry on walking down this track, and I'm sure it will bring me out somewhere near a shop, and I will treat myself to a beer if they sell them. One thing that I have just noticed is there seems to be loads of people walking through Datchworth with backpacks and maps and sleeping stuff and all that stuff. So it's good to know that people still get out and do stuff like that. I think they're relatively young, but it's nice to see, you know, that the younger generation getting out and about doing some camping and stuff instead of just sitting at home playing Xbox, smoking, you know. It's nice to see them out doing some activities. Anyway, yeah, this is a place to come do that sort of stuff. There's a lot of walking around here, a lot of trails, and a lot of places you can go and explore, and I'm sure if you were clever enough you could probably find somewhere to do some wild camping as well. That's definitely something that's getting closer for me to do, a bit of wild camping. I have got a couple of spots noted down where I think I'd feel safe. I don't know what's holding me back. I don't know whether I should just wait for the summer to get here rather than this unpredictable early spring weather that we're having at the minute. But it's definitely something I'm toying with having a go at, you know what I mean? If I don't do it, I'll never know, will I? I think that's the same for anything and anybody. If we don't push ourselves to step out of our comfort zone, we'll never bloody know. You only live once, so if I don't get on with it, I don't do it again. Simple as that, really, isn't it? Well, I'm back at the church now, and it's time for a bit of lunch, and I've got myself a cheese and ham sandwich. I must admit, the ham in it you can barely see, and I didn't manage to get my hands on any Guinness, but I've got Desperados instead, so I'll give that a go. I know it's one of Sam's favourite drinks. I've never had it, so I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to sit here and have this before I make a move, and then I'll call it a day, I think. Right, I'm back in Stevenage now. I'm having a walk around the Forster country, which is just beside the cemetery, and as you just see, it's all fields at the minute, but now they've erected a load of Harris fencing and they're going to build on this as well. So unfortunate, but we knew it was coming, so I don't like it, I don't appreciate it. I think it's awful what they're doing, but there you are. Who am I to say what's right and wrong? But anyway, thought I'd come and do a bit more walking, because I just checked the weather and it's going to be shit tomorrow apparently. So yeah, there you are. I'll still do my 10,000 steps tomorrow, but probably won't venture very far. Although I have put some supplies in the car now. I've got some milk and coffee bags and some water, some little bags of peanuts in the boot with my kit that can hopefully get used tomorrow. Well, not now it's going to rain, but anyway, yeah, I'm going to do some extra walking tonight. I'm done nearly, I'm approaching 20,000 steps, so I want to get just over that, and then I can add all of them steps to my virtual walk from Land's End to John O'Groats. I've done quite a bit. Getting quite far. I've done 100 odd miles now, but still, I think the one that I'm doing is 980 miles. So yeah, anyway, it's a bit of fun, so I thought I would come out and just make the most of this decent weather before I trek back and edit the video and have some tea. But the weather definitely starting to turn now. The skies are going grey now, unfortunately, but that's early spring for you. I think what I'm going to do, I keep moaning about the fact that I never get into St Nicholas Church. I think I am going to send an email. Maybe I should do it tonight when I get back. I'll make a note on my phone to do that, to find a contact for St Nicholas Church, just to see whether they can open it up at some point, hopefully after work, you know, just one evening or something, so I can pop in there and have a look around. It'd be nice. Just want to be left alone to it though, you know. I don't want to be followed around by a key holder, having him explain what it is and all that. I don't want that. I just want to get in, be left alone, and, you know, enjoy it by myself. So yeah, I might send an email tonight, see whether I get any joy with that. I wonder who's going to benefit out of all these, all of this being developed. You know, is it going to be people given a home, or is it just a money-making ploy for the developers? Is that what it is? You know, I know people need homes, I've said this before, but they should develop bits of land and redundant buildings that are already got concrete on, and you know, stuff that's been used before. And there's loads of redundant buildings about everywhere, all up and down the country, and yet we're gonna dig up this, which was obviously a habitat for, well, for wildlife. I've already walked past a few badger sets up there, so they're going to be forced out their homes. I'm not like one of these born again hippies or anything like that, but I do feel quite strongly about this. You know, I don't think they should decimate all this land. I think they should leave it be and do something else with it. You know, let nature have it. It's just so unfortunate. And the traffic in Stevenage, well, what was it? I think it was about 800 homes coming here, if not more. And Stevenage is getting bigger and bigger by the year. And driving around Stevenage now is an absolute nightmare. You don't just get a rush hour, you get a rush day. You know, traffic is an absolute nightmare. And if you go online and check the air quality of Stevenage, it's actually poor. So 800 houses here, that's going to be 800 cars, if not more, which is going to add to the poor air quality, which is going to make it worse, isn't it? So what's next? You know, local government's going to say we're going to reduce the speed of the entire town down to 20 miles an hour. Well, you don't have to do that. Just don't fucking build just there. You know, stop. Enough is enough. Now, for 1 minute I thought that church was going to be open. I could see lights on the inside, but I tried the door, but no, all locked up. Tell you one thing I did notice though, standing near the bell tower, right at the top there, I think there's a nest of sparrowhawks. That's what they look like to me. I'm not an expert when it comes to birds or anything, but I'm sure that they're sparrowhawks. I could see the young sort of hanging out the small little window, screaming as the mother was going off to find food, and I could hear that singing as well. And yeah, that was quite good. That was. I'm sure they're sparrowhawks, so that was nice to see. But yeah, regarding access, I'm definitely going to have a look tonight, get some form of contact, see whether I can drop an email to the person. I think some years ago I had to open up for the vicar of this church that was hiring one of the pavilions that I look after, so I'm hoping it will be the same guy, because if it is, he was really nice, so I'm sure he'll let me in and I'll remind him of who I am. Right, well, that concludes today's walk. I'm absolutely knackered now. I've done well over 20,000 steps. I've been out all day long. Visited a few locations, as you know. I think it's been quite a good day. It's been nice to get back out and about and have a bit of fun charging around in the car, going to various locations. It feels like forever since I last done that, so I certainly made up for it today. I'm unsure of what tomorrow's going to bring, because like I just said, it is going to rain tomorrow. So I'm unsure of what's going to happen yet. I don't know. I ain't got a clue, so we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, I've got nothing else to report. I mean, I thank you for sticking with me if you've got to the end. I know I've had a few rants about odds and sods, but like I said earlier on in the video, I mean, I'm not doing what I'm doing to win subscribers and loads of watch hours and things, as nice as that would be, but I'm not going to make this a false channel. I am what I am, and I like to do what I like to do. And if you enjoy watching me make a fool of myself making this stuff, then brilliant. But this is it. This is me. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be as open and transparent as I possibly can. You know, I will well, yeah, I'm going to continue to do this for as long as I'm able to do it, you know. Hopefully one day I will get to move away from Stevenage, you know. Hopefully it will be to Wales, but we'll have to wait and see about that one. Yeah, anyway, thank you for watching me. Please give me a like and a comment and all that good stuff. And I'll be catching up with you again real soon. Take care.